Hello everyone, I am Desto24. I'm the host and welcome back to Rebirths, a versus show between two characters from different universes to pit each other to see who will win any research fight, or episode at least. Today we are pitting two new, the next generation of robots, well pilot ones at least, MX. Based on the battle between Kiryu, the third Mechagodzilla, up against the Thunderzord 6th variation, the Tigerzord. Now these two are definitely stronger under their will. Well, some of them being destroyed, but that's a whole entire different one. With that said, what they can do and who will win? Well, let's find out today in Rebirths. Now to start off with this origin, we had to start off with back then. You see, back then in 1954, you don't know about a little story about a giant, harmless, and oh my kid, of course he's dangerous. I'm referring to this Godzilla. Basically now, Godzilla had destroyed Japan, and basically now destroyed nearly everything around Tokyo. Well, until basically now to its end, where a hydrogen bomb pretty much kills off the nuclear Godzilla, which is also from two nuclear warheads, but this is a different origin, but for sure he died, and Tokyo is safe forever. Until another Godzilla came along with other Kaijus. Yeah, you see, it turns out that Japan is home and the area for every single monster of the Kaiju universe. Yeah, and to be put one story shortly, it's a homing target for battlefield for all Kaijus. Lucky for enough, a military called themselves the MMPR, Anti-Martian Force, is willing to take down any of these monsters. However, to prove their worth, they created their greatest weapon. And based it out, they created their own Mechagodzilla, despite other two iterations being a failure. Well, from space, aliens, etc. By using the skeleton of the original Godzilla, they created the mighty and somehow third iteration of the Mechagodzilla trilogy, Kiryu, the Mechagodzilla III, or Mysterious Mechagodzilla, by Antaro, a pilot that seeks justice and also protecting anyone's lives, and basically pretty much protecting people and sworn bans when you show a child. Yeah, Japan have a strange history creating characters. Not as strange we have here. Anyways, to start with White Tiger's origin, we had to look back to the pilot of it, that being Tommy Oliver. Tommy Oliver is a normal everyday teenager, high school at least, not much, just martial arts skills. He did later become the Green Ranger at the Rio Puzzle, but that's for another time. And he did left the team because the Green Ranger powers are fading away. However, that seemed a mistake because it turns out a new big bad Rio's boss, Lord Zed, is pretty much conquering the world next and pretty much almost dominates the Power Rangers. And to put it shortly, Zordon and Alpha, to give new way to defeat Zed and his newborn army, they created a new Ranger with their own designs and creation, as well as volunteer of Tony Oliver. They have created their 7th and new 6th Ranger of the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers, the White Ranger Born, and with the new mech of the White Tigerzord, the Thunderzord. And for those who don't know what the Thunderzord is, they're a second variation to the original Zords at least. Although it's questioned why they use Thunderzord instead of their normal ones. But basically enough, no one knows at least. Well, maybe second season for Toy Profit, but that's for another time. But anyways, what they can have in their disposal, Mechagodzilla or Kiryu at best, is definitely one of the most powerful ones. Mainly because he has the most biggest arsenal of the Mechagodzilla family tree. Mainly the fact that he has tons and tons of armory, such as his own robot body, where he can be able to use with his armor and tech. Knowing that he also has signature missiles, different variations, normal and paralyzed ones, a Mega Blaster, and do not confuse it with Mega Man Blaster to give at least, and to name a few. And basically enough, he also had Antero as his own pilot, where pretty much we'll get to the later reason why I need the control. Anyways, Antero is pretty much a way to taming the Kiryu, and yes, we'll get to that part later. But basically, even all his arsenal, Kiryu is pretty much deadly, and there's one signature weaponry that it can't able to rival to any of Mechagodzilla's before him, or it, to give it sight. That being the Absolute Zero Cannon. This weapon is a devastating weapon known to man. Once it blasts out fireball energy, it literally throws by atom to atom. That includes destroying any buildings or even any mechs or even kaijus at this point. And though it does let the charge and leave vulnerable. Now you remember I said that Antero is pretty much controlling Kiryu? Well, here's the thing. See, turns out the ghost of Godzilla is actually presenting the Kiryu body. To put it shortly, the real Godzilla's soul is actually in the mech. If no one in control with this mech, Godzilla ghost pretty much possesses it. And to put it shortly, this is a robot version of Godzilla, both figuratively and literally, making it much more deadly. Oh boy, I cannot wait what the White Tigerzord got its belt, or a belt at least, and powered by 2 commanders that be White Ranger and Saba. Anyways, with that said, they are capable ones. Now, basically enough, to the first standard of the Tigerzord's profit, let's look at the first form, mainly the Zord form, not the Megazord best. The Tigerzord in the standard state is pretty much acting like a full-on tiger, where you can use act like a tiger as well as fierce one as well. And most like the other Thunderzords at least, they are capable of rivaling to other monsters, although except for Serpentera, for somehow at least. Now, Power Ranger is pretty weird at this point. But anyways, with that said, let's go to his second form, his Megazord form. Mainly the White Tigerzord Battle Mode. Yeah, the names are pretty much confusing. But in this state, he gained brand new weaponry, such as the Golden Tigerzord, where he uses his own tail as a sword. You know that he also has Sonic Blast, as well as View, and even Hyperspeed. And based off his power transformations are pretty much connected to the morphing grid, where it states that it has output of 75,000 megavolts of power energy. So that's worth something. Although his most powerful form is definitely his Mega Tigerzord, which combines both the Lion, Firebird, Griffin, and Dragon Thunderzords. This Mega form is pretty much way much stronger than the original. And plus his signature is with a Phoenix Strike who can able to shine in one shot. I'm not kidding, it literally can blast through them instantly, including his opponents. And that's a brave move with that being said, even surpassing two Thunderzords at best. Now, basically these two mechs are definitely powerful. Well, powerful yes, but they have flaws. For starters, Kiryu definitely have its flaws. For starters, while Kiryu is definitely the strongest, his main problems is mostly his Godzilla soul. It's still pretty much relevant, and most can take over easily if Kiryu pretty much go out of control, as well as the destroying of Russian in sight. And plus, due to the limited power that Kiryu resource, he can only action in about 2 hours, depending which scenario he's into. And plus, the Absolute Cannon pretty much gave him the biggest weakness at this point. And plus, it just only takes him about a few seconds or minutes to charge it up. It did lead him to be invulnerable, and well, the bad one could able to instant be having his opponent, aka Godzilla, to get a way to have an attack. Plus, not only that, he also made some mistakes, and even his Godzilla Berserker state, he can still instantly lose or almost been destroyed by Godzilla in some occasions. Depending on by his flaws, Kiryu is the strongest one out there, and definitely comparing to other Mechagodzillas known to man, but even lacking of is a Godzilla ghost inside of him. And what can I say about this Tigerzord for this point? Tigerzord may be definitely much more powerful than the other dinosaurs, but he still have some flaws, mainly because, like a Megazord, he can still lose a battle, depending if he don't have enough power energy left inside him. And plus, he's been defeated and been destroyed by several occasions. Mainly, he's been destroyed by Rito Revolto. Is that right? Yeah, basically enough. For those who don't know what Rito Revolto is, he just pretty much brought out Rita. That's nothing much to say, and pretty much with a humiliating destruction by the monster. And no, I'm not kidding. And plus, that's saying much because he's like a very agile or even at best absurd. And plus, due to Tommy's early years, Tommy just mostly spins stubborn. Honor can sometimes be led to make mistakes. That's as well having destruction by a Rito Roto to only gain away to have more merchandising. And let's be honest, merchandising is part of Power Rangers and Teenage Ninja Turtles. And ain't nice protection to be honest. Likewise, both mechs are definitely the strongest, and at best much more better than the originals to be honestly, because compared to Mechagodzilla's other incarnations, mainly the Space and the Heisei era, and the Tiger is definitely the strongest Thunderzord out there, so I'll give him credit for that. This one was a hard one, but overall, the winner is definitely going towards to the Tigerzord. Now, I know many people have kind of play, you're just doing this because you're a bad but no. This one is actually pretty close, to be honest. Okay, let's start a few things. At best, Tommy and Akuro, depending on how they experience, Tommy definitely earned this intelligent experience advantage due to having pilot Tigerzord as well as pilot against other monsters before, then having Akuro facing one monster named Godzilla. So where does the other advantages go to for both of them? Well, for starters, let's start off with speed. Now, at first glance, the Tigerzord definitely got speed advantage hand down, while Kiryu at best is good at both flight speed, but not in ground speed to be honest. Can go at best at Mach 4 depending on speed, so based on both them, Tigerzord get a landing speed and Kiryu gets a flight speed. What about lifting strength? Well, basically now, Mechagodzilla / Kiryu can able to lift Godzilla, who is weigh about 164,000 pounds, or tons at least, and even Arcturus weighed 60,000 tons. However, comparing to that with lifting strength with Tigerzord, this is where it all ends, where Tigerzord is able to withstood it, even lift its own way into the sky, and even withstood Super Terra, who can able to weigh 500,000 tons of, well, based on pounds at least, making much for better lifting strength than Kiryu. And basically now, the durability, yeah, that there we go to Kiryu at least, because let's be honest, this Tigerzord pretty much get destroyed once in a while. But this battle is really comes down to who is better power and far more stronger, that being the absolute cannon and the Tigerzord itself. It's a hard one because while it does show some occasions that the swords can be easily destroyed by bones and stuff, but in the end, it pretty much shows that it able to keep on. Oh, but simply the Tigerzord pretty much get the strength and strength and power, while Kiryu's capability of destroying every continent will based on Godzilla in the our era, which can be at best multi-continent level at least. But even the end, Tommy Tigerzord is pretty much outclassed, saying that it is far superior from Rita, who can able to cause a sword crush, which can take about 158 zillion tons of power. To put it simply, overall, Tigerzord wins. You could say this was a whole nother Zilla for this one. I couldn't with a good point, but overall, the winner is Tigerzord.
Get ready for the next battle.